This video is for everyone nga nagplano pa lang baka salakyan have totally wala pa idea how ang process sa pagbakal sa salakyan. So for car buying, there's two, actually there's three types of transaction. Una is cash, financing, bank financing, and the third one is ang PO, may natawag nga purchase order. Okay, for cash, it's pretty straightforward. Wala nang damong requirements. Well, unless during release na probably ID lang gid, that's it for internal records and dealership. For cash, it's just the SRP, bilis ng salakyan, plus insurance. That's it. Straightforward cash transaction. And for financing, amo siya medyo masibod yaw we're in, you need to comply first. Ang process gid natin is you have to comply the requirements just like any other type of loans. May mga requirements na gina-require ang bangko or financing company. For banks, there is a Lilo specific and all over the Philippines is pretty much the same pagabot sa requirements. And for the requirements, there's like three to four types of like categories and requirements. Say, I'm talking about employed, business, pensioner. What's the other one? Okay, pero muna, pretty much ang pinaka usual gid is employed and business. Okay, for employed, if employed, sa employed by the way, dira na nagasulod, mga police, bombero, government employees, doctors nga private doctors ma-fall sila sa employed, okay? If mayara sila kaugalingan yung clinic, they will fall sa business. Okay, so we're going back sa employed. Employed, seaman, employed, okay? For employed applicants, so ang ginapangayo na lang pinaka-major gid, okay? Okay, so to make it easy to understand first is ang COE, Certificate of Employment or kontrata, payslips, IDs, proof of billing. Bill sa kuryente, tubig, internet, pwede. Okay, so ang 4 nga naman ang pinaka-major kaya, okay? If may pangayon si bangko, amo na, that's the time that you need to furnish upon the request of those requirements. Okay, for the case ng employed, normally for employed, yun mga ITR, okay, case to case basis, mayroon bangkong way ka pangayo sa ITR, mayroon manyara, na pangayo gid, okay, but ang mention kong apat, amo gito siya, ang major gid, Certificate of Employment, payslips, last 3 months nga payslips. For certificate of employment, by the way, it's very, very important that you need to specify ang imong COEC tawag, Certificate of Employment with Compensation. Sa COE, you need to specify ang compensation, yun pala imong sweldo, imong posisyon, ang imong tenure or start date mo kung saan ka nag-umpisa, kung ano ka nakadugay. Okay, minimum 2 years. Okay, 2 years. At least naman ang gina-require ni bangko, 2 to 3 years. Okay, same sa business, dapat 2 years above. Okay, so certificate of employment, okay, for employed, amo to siya. So for seaman, by the way, very specific naman for seaman, same, kontrata, pinaka-latest or pinaka-last na kontrata. Payslips, okay, last 3 months yung payslips. Kag gisa kapadugang si bangko, not actually gisa, always gid. Kapaduga basta seaman, yung pangayo na siya, proof of allotment or remittances. Say, ang ginapadala, ang alote, especially kung married, either, yeah, mostly through banks gid na siya. So mga na siya, last 3 months, nga bank statement. And that's it. For employed nga sa abroad, tapos nagapadala man, yeah, proof of remittances naman. Either mga MoneyGram, Western Union, Lawyer, etc. Na kung ato sa agwa ang abroad or ato sa sagwa ang kliyente nga nagapadala dire. Okay, so ang matabusin na by the way, kung naman ang pastada, ipapangalan sa kung sino ang ginapadalaan sa dire. And of course, payuan sa requirements ang sasagwa. And I will have a separate video on that one to discuss it very specific sa mga scenario what to do. Okay, for those clients, nga muna siyang situation. Ako ng scenario, okay, we'll dig deeper or explain in depth sa mo sina. And we're done. Okay, so that's for the employed. Okay, if I'm missing out on something, like if you have questions, you can comment down below and we can answer that. Pwede ta balikan and explain further some ng situation. Going back is another one is on business. For business, ari topic yun siya always good. Business permit, BTI, okay, permits, yeah, business permits, kag bank statement. For business owners, amo na siya. Business permit or DTI, kag bank statement, IDs, kag proof of billing. So apat. Same, okay? And there are instances, some banks, nagkapanyo isang AFS, audited financial statement for those businesses. Okay, so that's it. Isa na siya. So, but the major ones, sige dyan always isa muna. Okay, sir, certificate, uh, business permit or DTI, bank statement, last 3 months or last 6 months, IDs, proof of billing, that's it, apat. And if married, okay, so dua, depende sa sitwasyon. Depende sa profile ni client. And know that always good, the bank, the way mag-compute si bank, by the way, kung pasok ang imong income is monthly amortization, multiply mo siya sa 3 or 3.5. To be safe, pwede 4. Okay, so what I mean by that is, if ang monthly amortization is 20,000, so guess what? Pila ang gina-require ng bangko nga income ni bangko? It's 20,000 times 3, which is 60, or 3.5. 3.5 pila? 90? 3. Mga sa akin sa math. Basta mo na, you get the idea, okay? So, monthly niya is 20. Ang monthly namin ko sa monthly amortization sa salakyan. For example, for Mirage GLS top of the line, monthly is butang 19 something, butang 20. So, ang income dapat ni client is around 60K a month. Okay? So, that's it. If manager ka sa mga bangko, BPO, pasok kid, okay? Teachers, okay, especially kung mag-asawa, employed, dua, pwede. And what else? I think this video is not actually in depth yet for now. And I think that's it.